Hello friends, this is Roy from thenewsbubble.com. I'm going to be demonstrating here Minecraft on the Eagle VR headset. This is a $300 all-in-one hybrid headset. As you can see down here, I've got the USB cable plugged in, and now you can see it's only plugged into power to keep this charged up. I'm not tethering it to the computer right now, but I could. Down here you've also got your headphone jack, your HDMI port, and your SD card slot. The micro SD card. I've got a 32 gig card in there at the moment, but I'm going to be running this from a game installed directly on the device itself. Now, forgive the focus. I'm using this cell phone in a very tightly enclosed space. I'm also going to be using, I've got this Urban Beats Bluetooth speaker system so that I can, hear this, and this is going to be loud enough with enough vibration that you can actually feel the sensations. And then I'm using a SteelSeries controller. Now, with these you can use a Bluetooth headset or regular headphones if you want, and you can use any Bluetooth compatible controller. I'm using this one here because this has got good comfort and feel for me. Now, a bit about the controls before we actually get into the game. You've got your left and right trigger buttons here in the front. Left is for place or activate. Right is for attack or dig. Left, L1 and right one will, basically do the same thing at the moment. On your controls here, you'll use these to scroll back and forth between your tools on the menu bar. I'm doing the standard PE edition, the Pocket edition. I'm not doing the all of the mod packs that are also available for the Pocket Edition Minecraft. You'll find those all on the Google Play website. Now, when you're going into menu mode, when you're crafting, you'll use this track to move back and forth. Otherwise, this is going to be used for movement, and this one will be used for looking around. Changing which way you're affecting. This one here is for activation back. This will do inventory, and Y will do crafting. Now you got to be very careful. If you push this button down, it will change you into between up and down here will change you between crouching and standing. This will change your orientation, whether you're on first person, second person, third person, viewpoint. This one here, you got to be very careful not to push this, because this will pop you directly out of the game into the operating system. Now, I've played this for several hours, already. Took this headset to the Great Mall yesterday in Milpitas. It's, one of the largest malls in the Bay Area, and I was playing this out in the mall area to see what people's viewpoints were, and basically they just ignored me. I recorded that in 360 video with my bubble cams, and I'll post those online later. I've got them uploaded. I just haven't posted the links. I'll post those later. Now you can see you've got the lenses here. The optics here are very similar to the DK2, so that you've got this domed lens here. So that you can see that this is left and right stereo. This is doing this automatically so that this will be on replay. I'm also recording it so that this will be on, I'll load this onto YouTube. And, look for, it'll be in the Eagle-VR channel on YouTube. So that you'll be able to, to see what this is. Now, a point about the difference between this and the Gear VR edition of Minecraft is that when you're in the Gear VR edition, when you first log in, you'll be in a 360 room that you'll turn around. The Pocket Edition does not have head tracking, which for my viewpoint is actually beneficial. I mean, if you want head tracking, go with the Gear VR edition, but I mean, the Gear VR is more than twice the cost of this system, because you're paying $100 for the headset plus $700 for the phone, plus paying for the data plan. To use it, and rather than paying $300 for this headset. See if I can get this to focus. Come on. Sorry, I mean, you can see that I'm doing this from my home, and it's a bit of a clutter magnet, and yes, I'm disabled. I mean, so this is something that I can do anywhere. One of the things that's nice about this, you've got your start menu here, which is very similar to the Gear VR, but, I mean, this is always directly in front of you. There's no 360 room, so that you don't have to, I mean, one of the things that pisses me off the most about the Gear VR is that, I mean, this thing will pop up, I mean, off to the side or behind you, where you cannot tell, come on, focus, where you, can't reorient this. Now, this is always directly in front of you. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. Also, with a Gear VR edition, I mean, you have to be sitting up and facing in a particular direction to be able to use this. The menu. This is a true head mount display. This isn't. I mean, I can plug this into my computer, and I can plug this into any laptop. I don't need a $1,000 computer to run it. But the this is a true head mount display. This isn't the $1,000 plus computer system and $600 or $800 for the headset to be able to use this. Now, I've already gone in here. Okay. Now you can see I've got this little gaze cursor that'll move around in here as I move the headset. I'm going to go in here into settings for a second so I can show you in here. Okay. I go in here into Wi-Fi, and I've connected to my local home, network. Now I'm pushing the B button on the controller to back up. Now I'm going to do the down arrow on the gamepad, select. Now you can see I've got the Urban Beats speaker system and the SteelSeries game controller, connected here. Now this is, through Bluetooth. Now, let's back this up again. Back this up to the main menu. Now what we want to do is we want to go over here to the, to the local settings. Now, with the local, these are games that are already installed. Videos will play videos that are installed on the device or on the SD card. HMD down here, below video, it allows me to tether this, to a game console or a computer. And I can, I can play this on a PC, I can play this on a Mac, I can plug this into my game console. So, it's supposed to work with PS4. I haven't confirmed that yet. I know it works with Xbox One. I'm not sure about Xbox. It should with the regular Xbox because you're using standard signal. PS3, it doesn't work unless you're using a breakout box because, they do copy protection encoding on the, on the operating system. Okay, now let's see. Move this menu over here. The local, select. Now I can either use the select on the controller here, which is what I did, or I can use the select on the things. Now, little bit about this headset. On this side, you've got your power button, you've got your back button, and then you've got your enter button, which is the bottom one on this side. On this side, you've got your menu button and then your volume up and down. So this is basically an Android tablet. I mean, that's built into a head mount display. This isn't a, super high-end, cell phone. Unlike the Gear VR, this thing does not overheat. I can run it for hours without it, crapping out on me because it gets too hot. I've run this for about 6 hours, on just the internal battery, but if I plug it in, take the HDMI or the USB cable here and plug it into the base of this headset, I can run this thing basically non-stop. Come on, plug that in. Okay. Now because, I'm not using head tracking, I can play this without getting nauseous. And this thing is always going to be in the middle here. Let's see if I can get this to properly focus. Okay, using the controller, I'm going to scroll down through here. Now you can see I've got several different, expanded versions of the mod packs for Minecraft Pocket Edition. I downloaded these off of YouTube. And these do work in VR mode because since they upgraded the Pocket Edition to VR capability, basically it's doing stereo VR. It's not doing differential left and right a little bit, but not a lot. But all of the mod packs that you've been using already from your Android, the Pocket Edition works. Okay, here you can see I've got Minecraft on here. I've got Trainus on here so that I can pair this on a computer and I can use the Trainus here. So that I can stream my computer video on here, and that does work both wired and wireless, where if I have the USB cable here plugged into the laptop, I can stream from the laptop through here through Trainus. I can stream from the laptop to to here using the HDMI cable. Trainus has a little bit of lag. It's got substantial lag. The frame rate really drops if I'm doing purely wireless through Wi-Fi. But through either the USB or the HDMI, it's very clear and straightforward. Now I'm going to go in here. Let's go ahead and start up Minecraft. Okay, it's giving us the standard safety warning. See if I can get this to focus. Well, if you go in here, you'll be able to see this. Go ahead and select. Oh, okay, it started Trainus. Let's back up out of here. It started Trainus because Trainus was under the cursor. Hang on a moment while I reset this. Turn that off. Okay. Now the gaze cursor on here stops at the border, so if you want to reorient where the gaze cursor's at, you just turn the headset left, right, up, and down, to recenter. Now you can see I've got the cursor over, the Minecraft now. So I'm going to go ahead and select this. Minecraft Pocket Edition play. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the gaze cursor off. And then I'm going to use the touchpad to, move. Now you'll see that now on the bottom it says select and exit. If I had the gaze cursor still on it would go into the touchpad version. Now that I've used the controller to move this, I mean, it's turned on this selection so that the targeting screen is going to be, I mean, the little targeting arrow is going to be directly in front of me, not, I mean, off to the side. And, I mean, I've got the same controls here. Now you can see this, it's version 0.1.4, let's see. Pull up the version edition English. I can choose the language. I can go into other settings and stuff. So it's back. Options. Come on. Okay. Let's see. I guess I'll just have to use the phone zoom to do this and hold this by hand. That's much better. You go into options, you can see that you can change your sound volume. I've got the difficulty set to basic because I don't want to be blown up by creepers while I'm demonstrating this. Third person view, I've got set. Multiplayer games, this does work with multiplayer, I mean, just from the headset. I mean, the headset, you can turn on a hotspot so that you can pair many of these headsets together. What I recommend you do is if you want to do multiplayer, I mean, if you've got a home network and you're doing this at home, I mean, you can do multiplayer by that. If you want to do multiplayer and you're out and about running around out in the middle of nowhere, I mean, what you do is you buy a Wi-Fi booster battery pack from RAV Power. I mean, it costs maybe $40 on Amazon. Basically, it gives you a mobile cloud server. And what you can do is you can all log into the same Wi-Fi through this little battery pack, and so that you can take it around with you. And then if you want internet, you just, go into you log into the cloud server on the battery pack, and you connect it to the server for wherever you're at. Now you can see I've got my name here set for Eagle VR. I mean, they wouldn't let me put the dash in there, but I mean, this headset is from eagle-vr.com. I mean, I'm the one who's selling this. I'm importing it from China. I mean, I found this at the CES trade show, and I fell in love with it right away because, I mean, I've been saying for months that this is exactly the kind of thing that we need. And, I mean, this is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. There's no cell phone carrier. If you want to take this mobile with a cell phone, I mean, you pair it up to a regular cell phone. I mean, you can there's no reason to spend $700 on a smartphone to do this. I mean, this has got all of the electronics built in. If you want to take this totally wireless, what you'll do is you'll pair it up with your cell phone. Okay, come on. Went into sleep. Yeah, if you just leave it sitting idle for too long, it may decide to go into sleep mode to save power. I mean, all you got to do is push the power button again to bring this back up. Okay, now let's see. Back this up. Okay. Back up again. Let's start playing. I've got the world here. I mean, just the generic world that I started. I mean, I haven't loaded any of the mod pack worlds, although supposedly you can change the worlds between different things. Okay, now when I was last playing here, I've got my field of view set close. I need to back up. Okay, I'm using the joystick controller over here to change what I'm doing. Okay. And yes, I screwed up. Okay. I want to get over here into options and change my field of view the other way. I was trying to broaden the field of view and I narrowed it. Okay. I'm trying to do this by hand. It's not easy. Okay. Options. Select. Okay. Select here. go down here to field of view, move this over. So I've got this moved all the way over. Hopefully this will broaden the field of view. Let's see, train. Okay, now back up, back up, back up. Okay, now you can see, I mean, this is about third person, so, I mean, now I'm back in first person. The field of view is still, I mean, too narrow. Here, let's turn around. When I was here before, I was building this land bridge, and I think I fell off the bridge. I don't see it up here. Let's back this up again. I want to try this field of view fix one more time. Forgive me for this. Hang on a second. I gotta put you down for a moment. It didn't accept the change for the field of view. No, apparently I didn't save the change. Okay. It's a bit better. Yeah, you can see more here. Now you can see I've got my controls down here on the bottom. I mean my menu bar is always going to be in the same place. It's not going to be floating around like the others. Okay. Now you can see I can turn around. It will be big. Use the controller here to change the tool. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be getting very far on this thing. Now, this thing, when I'm moving it, it automatically jumps. So that if I'm making one-step hops, it'll jump automatically. Now, let me give you a view of some of the other, options here. I'm not actually going to record a bunch of the gameplay. You can see that this is my inventory. This is all the stuff that I've got here. If I'm crafting, I can use the arrow key here, or the pad here, to change between the different menus, and this will show you what I'm crafting. If I actually target a crafting table, okay, now I'm using the joystick here, to move around here. Now if I actually, create a crafting table, I just created one, it's in my inventory. Back up. Go look at my inventory. Now, I select the crafting table. Now, it's going to trade it out with the axe where I'm at. So what I want to do is I want to use the other okay, the left and right, L1 and R1 I can use to switch. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to swap it with that one. I can back up. You can see I'm holding the crafting table. And then I'm going to use the L2 to place it. L2 again to activate it. And you can see that I've got all of the other things that I can craft in here, all of the tools, all of the other stuff, based on what's in my inventory. It's the inventory that I'm carrying around. Use the B button to back, A to craft, and I just use the joystick to move around here to decide what. You can see that I can scroll down here. There's a bunch of stuff in here that I cannot craft right now because I don't have the supplies in my inventory. Now, if I go over here to... Okay. Look at my inventory. You can see I can see a bunch of stuff there. Then I've got, my character here. I can change, which character I'm doing. There's a bunch of different avatars and stuff that you can change around in here so that if you're doing multiplayer, you can each be playing separately. I guess that I've lost my audience. I've shown everything on here. This is very usable. You can play Minecraft, Pocket Edition on this, VR headset. It's, $400. You can do a lot more with it, but, thank you for watching, and, happy mining.